Hey, this is Steve, just doing another short video on muscle testing. What is muscle testing? This is the second video so far. In the first video, we discussed what is muscle testing. You know, it's basically a built-in sort of lie detector test in your body. Imagine that. Your body's amazingly well designed with all sorts of systems in it. Basically, we're talking about incremental changes in strength when you make a true statement versus a false statement. You know, regular lie detector tests are not admissible in court, and I wouldn't rely 100% on muscle testing and its accuracy, but it can be very effective, and we'll talk a bit about that. So today we're going to talk a bit about muscle testing for supplementations. This is actually the first area I started doing muscle testing on. And I started doing it to develop customized nutritional protocols. I had been marketing supplements and found that if I could fine-tune the amount or timing of certain nutritional supplements instead of guessing, it would go from being moderately accurate to dramatically accurate. Now, a couple things on starting to do muscle testing. What you're going to do initially is do some very, very basic things. For example, I started out by putting Skittles in my mouth. Now, Skittles should be very bad for you, okay? So you should test weak on Skittles compared to maybe almonds or something else that your body should say yes to. In other words, so Skittles, your body's like, no. Almonds is like, yes. In other words, you're stronger on almonds, weaker on Skittles, okay? And that's just a very basic thing. But what you can also do from then on is you can put different supplements on your chest and just to make a statement. This product is good for me. That's a simple yes or no. So whatever technique you're using, you'll get a yes or no on that. One quick side note, if Skittles tests strong for you, maybe you're hungry, okay, and your body says, I don't care what this is, we need it, okay, low blood sugar, all right. So a few basic things when you're starting to do muscle testing to make sure you're accurate is make sure you're hydrated, make sure you've eaten. You know, sometimes if people are very much out of adjustment, there's problems. Now, I will have to tell you there's a lot of different reasons why sometimes people don't muscle test accurately or can't. I am not an expert on that. Honestly, I just don't really have very many problems. Perhaps one of the reasons I don't have very many problems is I fully expect, and my intention is for it to go well every single time. And so often it does. Plays a big part in it. So supplementation testing really can be really useful. So it's all about how you say the phrase. So you could say, this product is good for me. And that'd be a yes. So you're like wondering, well, how much do I take? So you make a statement like this. My daily optimal amount of fish oil, whatever, includes, not is, because if it is 4 capsules and you say it is 1, well, it isn't 1, so that should be false, right? But if I make a statement like includes 1, that'd be true. Includes 2, yes. Includes 3, yes. Includes 4, yes. Includes 5, that should be a no. So what you do is you increase the amounts, and you're getting a yes, 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 till it hits a no, all right? Then you go back and retest the yes. You would want to see, well, make a statement. All 4 capsules in the AM, yes or no. All 4 capsules in PM, yes or no. My body prefers for them to be spread out. That's also a yes or no. So you can find out the amount and then the timing of the different supplements during the day. One very important thing, especially if you're dealing with someone, you're testing someone, or you yourself have a lot of health issues, you may say, my body can handle it. You know what? Sometimes it's a no. Now I'll give you some quick insights on some things that happen that are very cool with testing supplements, okay? Sometimes it's a matter of combining the right things, okay? Often people have major digestion issues, okay? So for example, maybe I'm testing out fish oil and my body's like, not really so interested. Maybe if you combine and hold a fish oil and an enzyme that's designed to help break down fat, all of a sudden your body's like, yes, we like this. Well, why is that? because your body is unable to simply digest the fish oil on its own. It needs an enzyme to help, and that's can be a very key thing, because a lot of you are probably taking a lot of supplements that are good in theory, but your body's not digesting it or not using it properly, so you're really wasting your money. Big issue with that, I find, with protein supplements. Like protein powders, different protein drinks. Often your body may have a huge need for like a protein shake or something like that, but it just can't digest it. Sometimes it's lack of ability to digest the protein in it. Sometimes the fiber is an issue. Sometimes there's some carbs in protein shakes that your body's not digesting. So often adding a enzyme to a shake, then you may go from a no to a yes on the protein supplement. Okay. Now, here's one thing to track down. Sometimes you'll test out as needing very high amounts of certain supplements, and when that happens, like 3-4 times the regular amount on the label. When that happens, I often go, okay, that seems to be my body seems to be in crisis. I wonder how long I need it for. So I may say something like, my crisis period for 12 capsules of product A includes 1 day. Yes. Includes 1 week? Yes. Includes 2 weeks? No. Includes 10 days? Yes. So that gives me a rough guesstimate that my body is dealing with some sort of crisis, that it needs maybe 10 capsules instead of 2 or 3 a day for a period of 10 days. And often you'll find that taking what I would call more of a therapeutic amount of supplements for a short period of time can get your body over a hump, whereas if you took that recommended dosage for, goodness, weeks on end, you might not get anywhere. So that can be a pretty important thing. Now, here again is kind of a big warning. When testing supplements and health issues, it can be very crucial to be neutral. And I'll give you an example. My sister was having a lot of health issues, and she had someone who does a lot of muscle testing. In fact, this woman relies on muscle testing in her practice. And she told my sister that she needed only 1 capsule of a particular antioxidant, well, which I was fine with, but my sister still wasn't doing any better. So I tested her, and she needed 6. I muscle tested her as needing 16. So now here you have 2 people using the exact same technique, and one getting dramatically different results. So what's the deal? Well, the deal is that it's not an exact science. Okay, sometimes people's prejudices can enter in. Perhaps this woman had a prejudice against a supplement sold through network marketing, or perhaps she was afraid to ask her clients to spend very much money and had an emotional hang-up over that. So I said to my sister, look, this is really way more than I expected, and I'm pretty surprised, but hey, try it, see what happens. Well, when my sister took that amount, she felt radically better. She was actually working in a very toxic work environment, and she needed an unusually high amount of antioxidants in her body. Now, here's one clue when doing muscle testing. If you are never surprised by the results, you're probably not doing it right. Muscle testing is most helpful when you get an aha moment, like, oh wow, I didn't even think of that, but aha, look at that, you need a huge amount of this, or your body's not liking that at all, or some key insight that sends you down a potentially different track than you would have thought of, and all of a sudden you're seeing results. So that's just a really basic overview on what is muscle testing in terms of supplementation. Again, it can be very effective. It's not gospel. I don't rely on it. I just consider it additional information and base a decision off of. And when doing it, one of the key things is to be absolutely as neutral as possible. So next time we're going to talk a bit about doing muscle testing for emotional issues. Okay, that's probably my favorite thing, because it's the easiest thing to be neutral on, and it's the fastest way to get feedback on whether you're being accurate. The only way to know if you're being accurate on supplementation is you develop a protocol for someone and you're like, go try it. Who knows? If all of a sudden, bam, you get results and you're like, oh my goodness, that totally worked, then we know we're probably being accurate. Anyways, hope this is useful. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. And also subscribe to our blog. I appreciate it. Thank you.